Hello, ELPC friends. What a year. Let me share some news about our progress on climate solutions, especially clean energy, what we've done on the Great Lakes, and protecting the Midwest wild and natural places for people and our communities. I'll turn first to climate solutions, because we have to achieve that progress now. We can't somehow wait for the future. And this year in 2021, ELPC worked with many diverse coalition partners to pass the important Illinois clean energy legislation. That puts Illinois on a path to accelerate solar energy development, transform the distribution power grid, and install more clean energy locally in diverse communities. The federal bipartisan infrastructure legislation provides a huge infusion of funds for public transit and Amtrak improvements. Transportation is now the #1 source of carbon pollution. Better public transit and higher speed intercity rail are key climate solutions for sustainable Midwest communities. That federal legislation also includes much needed water infrastructure funding. The key here is the effective implementation. That's where the rubber really hits the road in terms of environmental improvements. Looking forward, ELPC will be on top of effective implementation to use that water funding really well. Next, let me turn to the Great Lakes, where we've had tremendous successes in 2021. The Great Lakes are a global freshwater, recreational, and ecological gem. The ELPC team works every day to protect the Great Lakes. After 4 years of battling the Trump administration, we achieved a big victory this year in protecting the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary in Lake Huron. Cutbacks stopped, no drilling. 2021 has also been a turnaround year for Great Lakes funding. Congress approved a funding increase for the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative after we succeeded in stopping Trump's repeated cutbacks. Then the bipartisan infrastructure legislation provides a new $1 billion funding boost. That's needed to clean up toxics and algae outbreaks and to protect our shorelines and wetlands as climate change leads to more extreme water levels. In Indiana, ELPC public interest attorneys are in court holding polluters accountable. Cleveland Cliffs at its Burns Harbor, Indiana steel mill dumped excessive amounts of ammonia and cyanide into Lake Michigan. It killed over 3,000 fish. It produced public health threats. ELPC brought a Clean Water Act enforcement case, and we're on the verge of a settlement now. More good news to soon follow. Let's turn to what ELPC is doing to protect more of the Midwest wild and natural places. In Wisconsin, ELPC is representing 2 local conservation organizations to try to stop a huge transmission line that would cut a wide swath through the scenic driftless area landscape, vital natural areas, family farms, and rural small-town communities. This huge transmission line with 20-story high towers would also run right through the protected Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife Refuge. We've achieved a preliminary injunction in federal court, and we're battling in state court to protect against environmental damage and to advance better, more cost-effective alternative solutions that's more distributed energy resources and modernized grid improvements. That's a better solution. In Michigan's Upper Peninsula, ELPC is leading the charge to create 4 new national wilderness areas that would total almost 70,000 acres of protected lands. ELPC has engaged almost 180 groups to launch the Keep the UP Wild campaign. These areas are home to old-growth trees, beautiful lakes, rich biodiversity, and robust wildlife habitat. You can read more at keeptheupwild.com. This is a winner. I hope you've enjoyed this year-end update, and you can find much more information at elpc.org. Over the past year, the ELPC team is working with diverse coalition partners to achieve really strong results when it comes to protecting the Midwest's environment, people, and the planet for generations to come. Thank you for your support and your participation. I hope that you and your loved ones have a wonderful holiday season, and my best wishes to you for a safe, happy, and healthy new year. Take care and be well.